That's really futuristic.
Thank you.
Um, there was a book that came which really inspired me by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And I read that book, and that totally changed my perspective towards life and the way I saw everything. And that was like Think and Grow Rich. And then your one of the books which is there in your pipeline is Crump and Grow Rich. Tell us more about it.
So it'd be like sharing my success principle on entrepreneurship and business and how I got to a certain level of income, and then putting it into book format. So that's the inspiration behind it. Think and Grow Rich is all about mindset and achieving goal. I'm applying the same principle, but then I use Crump terminology to make it easier for Crumper to understand what I'm trying to convey as a message.
You also said that you're going to release like 1,000 videos with different non-crop music, a different style of clothing, different kind of songs, and you're going to release it. And you've already done a pretty good job with like close to 90 videos,
Yes.
close to 100 videos, I think. So, what is that idea? Why you want to do that? And tell us more about that specific idea.
Yes, I mean,
What are you targeting with that thing?
so right now there's a community, and then outside of that is the people who are non-compers. And for me to grow the crop community in UK, I need to be able to tap into the non-crop market, to act as a bridge. I need to be able to bring something that is compelling enough for the non-compers to slowly come into the crop community. Having crop music is not going to happen because we already hit a ceiling point. So now that's what I'm trying to do, different blend, like crumb with Bollywood, crumb with Bangla, crumb with Kutu dance, so that I do choreography video and people can see and they like the element they're familiar with without knowing that there's crumb in it. And then once they do attend the classes, when I do run them, then I can slowly, softly say, some of it is crumb. Oh, what is crumb? Can you teach me? But the entry point is those choreography videos. And my challenge was to do 1,000 com videos with non-com music by the end of this year. So I've done 90 so far. I mean, so far I can do 20 com videos in one day, like 1 minute each, freestyle, just play the music and freestyle, so that I can develop my freestyle for my choreographic content. And for the comparison from my first video to the 98 one is a big one. Like I've improved so much. And from the first one to the 1,000 one, I know I have a breaking point.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been receiving a lot of good feedback from my Instagram videos. Yes.
That's amazing. That's a great thing. Tell us a little bit about From Professional Network.
Yes, Com Professional Network is a mastermind group. So what I mean by mastermind group is like a group of futuristic compers and entrepreneurs coming together.
Napoleon Hill talks about a
Yeah,
mastermind group.
exactly.
Yeah.
And think of it as a think tank for the development of Crump worldwide. So initially, the Crump Professional Network is made up of Decibok members, it's a mastermind group. But then through the courses which I'm releasing to Cromwell University, once people reach a certain level, because I developed our own grading, so it's level 1 to level 33. Only those who are level 33 can come into the Com Professional Network to give their input for the benefit of the Com movement worldwide.
Like I personally want to know that how did this idea of bringing Crump to a place like India, because India never had Crump. Whatever Crump that we did was like not really Crump, but then the time when you came in and took the workshop, people really understood like what were the basics and foundation and moves and everything. How did how did this idea happen to you? What was the first thought which came to your mind that said, all right, let me go to India and see what's up in India?
Okay.
And you have this 400 people out there.
Well, there is a good friend of mine called Frankie J, who's a house dancer, because I went to the University of Bath and Frankie was based in Bristol, which is nearby. So I used to have Chrome session with Yoshi, who's like my first mentor in Chrome, and Frankie was there. So I knew Frankie, so he was my Facebook friend. And one of his posts was a video from India with Kundu. I'm like, oh, so let me check it out. I was curious. And then I saw that there was street dance in India. I'm like, wow, see, street dance in India, maybe there's crumpers in India. So I messaged Kundu saying, Hi, Kundo, my name is Arun, I'm a compa. I would like to know, is like any compas in India? And he gave me 5 contacts. Abhishek, Shubhankar, Sambo, and 2 others. I can't remember. So I created a Facebook group called Indian Crom Movement, and I made a post saying, it was 10 o'clock in the evening. Hi, my name is Arun, I'm from UK, I've been comping since 2008. If you would like to have Skype, I'm more than happy to do it for free. And within 5 minutes, somebody said, let's Skype now. I'm like, wow, that person's eager. Like, in India, it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, okay, let's do it. And taught him, and then the following day, another person Skype with me. He said, oh yeah, you taught my mentor. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Taught him as well. So the first person was Abhishek Das, the second person was Shubhankar.
Stay together.
Yeah. And so we kept doing Skype session on a daily basis while coming back from work. And it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but they still did it. And we did that for like a month. And I said, you know what, it would be really good if I come to India. And during that time, it's like an event happening in Chennai. And I spoke to the organizer and he said, why don't you come as a judge? I'm like, okay, if I go to Chennai, I might go to Mumbai to meet Abhishek and Shubhankar. And when I went there, I said to Abhishek, oh, I want to see you and Shubhankar. I was like, let's organize a workshop. I'm like, you sure? I don't mind. I just want to come and see you really. No, let's organize a workshop. I'm like, okay, man. So I was only expecting like 5 people because when I get a workshop in UK, it was only maybe like 1 person or nobody, or maybe like 10 was the maximum number I could get to a com workshop. And then within 2 weeks of advertising the prom workshop, 80 registered and 55 people turned up. Like initially it was meant to be kept at the Toes and Toes studio, but because of the numbers they had to hold it in the mall, Raghwala Mall. And I was meant to teach for 3 hours, but because of their passion and I felt so inspired, so the adrenaline kicked in. So I ended up teaching for 7 hours, including conference. And that's when I said, you know, like India has so much potential. I want to help them. So let me sponsor the ticket of my friend, like Kid Eyes and Kid Madrid, to come to India. And that's how IKF was born and Decibel.
History after that.
Yeah,
we all know it. Where do you find the Indian drum movement at this point of time on the world platform?
Top 4.
How buck India is?
Top 4. Top 4, easily.
Top 4?
Yeah.
Top 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like when I look at prom countries, I don't just look at individual level. I look at the level of contribution, number of comp events happening, number of comp workshop, number of comp events, number of compers, and level as well, but not so much as level. Right now, the top 4 is Japan, Russia, France, and for me, India.
2 things. First thing is, tell us a little bit about Prom Saves Life charity.
Yes, so TC was born out of the desire to provide a platform so that we could use an organization to help enter the market of prison, market of hospital. Because if I just went there and say, I want to give a com workshop, like, who are you? Like, I don't know. But if I say I'm part of the Crom Save Life charity, where we offer com workshop for people at a disadvantaged background or with difficulties, by having that kind of branding, it'd be easier to enter. So that's why I have different ambassadors in different countries. Right now we have 13 ambassadors in 13 different countries. So yeah.
The last thing is the message that you want to give to the Indian Crumb movement, that from where they have started, where they are right now, and in your vision, where do you see Indian Crumb movement going? What is the suggestion that you want to give them? What is the mindset that they should have? An overall message for the Indian Crumb community.
Okay, so we went from about 5 crumpers because there was a few crumpers before I came. Like shout out to Ranjit in Chennai, Rango in Bangalore, Nimit in Mumbai, Sambo in Delhi, Mumbai. And there's a few people doing crump, and now it's gone to 400 people because the IKEA was a catalyst. We brought an umbrella organization for everybody to come in to work together as a team. And now the next step is crump fusion for choreography. Because when I went to Marty Kudelka workshop, Marty Kudelka is a lead choreographer for Justin Timberlake. He's been doing that for nearly 18 years. So I asked him, and he was telling about his background, and he was talking about hip hop and commercial hip hop, on how hip hop was brought into studios, and then that's how the choreography scene was born and so on. And I said to myself, okay, if you have crump, but we don't have commercial crump, I would never call it commercial crump. Crump is still crump, but just for like sake of simplicity, understanding. So let's say we have crump and commercial crump. And for commercial crump, you have people working toward it already, like Twigs, B-Dash, now Concrete. So those three are like working toward commercial crump. Or even Lil C too. Even people hate him, Lil C was the pioneer of commercial crump. So those 4 people are trying to bridge into the commercial dance world community to help bring more visibility for crump. And for the South Asian diaspora, like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh, and so on, we must be able to create crump with a blend of, for example, Bollywood, crump with Bhangra, crump with Kuttu, crump with Bharatanatyam, crump with Kathak. So by creating those fusion, we must be releasing videos, if possible, in a weekly basis, so that people can see choreography of crump fusion and start developing an appreciation for the fusion style. And then once they do attend the class, slowly bring them over to the crump world, acting as a bridge. So that's my main driver for the 1000 crump videos in UK, because I want to bring people who does Bollywood into crump, who does Bhangra into crump, who does Kuttu into crump. So I'm using the choreography as a bridge to almost like holding the hand saying, come here. Because if you see 100% crump, they like feel left out, so they won't touch it. But if I can provide the platform, a bridge, it'd be easier for the community to grow and lead to evolution. That's how you can get crump choreographer working Bollywood artists, But they must be able to know how to create a fusion, because if it's 100% crump on TV, on a movie, Bollywood movie, is not going to work. But if it's like fusion of Bollywood with Bhangra, Bollywood with crump, that's how it's going to work out well. And right now I'm taking classes by Nash Chowdhury from Bollyflex, who's one of my role models in dance entrepreneurship and one of the best, #1 in Europe for Bollywood dance. Also, I'm learning Kuttu classes from J.R. Ramidran, was one. For me, he's #1 in the world for Kuttu. So learning from those 2 role model pioneers is what's going to help me progress very quickly into the blending of crump with Bollywood and crump with Kuttu and crump with Bhangra as well.
So I think that would be it. Thank you so much for your time. Thank
My
you
pleasure.
so much for your knowledge, for your inspiration, for your vision that you had. And I will personally say that thank you from my side, because you have really inspired me
Thank you.
as a futurist, as a person who has a vision towards do something. So yeah, that's amazing. It's really amazing. Thank you so much, Arun.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the opportunity to do an interview.
Absolutely, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming down
My pleasure.
once again. And it's great. It's amazing. So, yeah, I think your flight is getting delayed.